So in college football news today, Alabama went off against Kentucky, and it was definitely a butt whooping that Alabama put on Kentucky. Alabama pretty much manhandled Kentucky in the first half, which allowed them to come out strong in the second half, continue their dominance. The scoring recap in the first half, as I mentioned just a few seconds ago, Alabama pretty much dominated Kentucky. In the first quarter, Alabama outscored Kentucky 21-7, and in the second quarter, Alabama put up 7 points, and Kentucky was not able to put any points up on the board, which will allow Alabama to go into the half with a dominant performance. Coming out in the second half, the game in the third quarter, both teams were allowed to put up 7 points each, so it was pretty even up and tied in the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, Alabama came out strong once again and put up 2 touchdowns, and Kentucky was only able to put up 7 points, which allowed the overall total finish scoring of the game to be Alabama 49 to Kentucky's 21. Now, the key players that stood out to me in this game was Jalen Monroe, quarterback number 2 for Alabama. 15 for 22 with 234 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. He definitely, to me, was the player of the entire game. Also, another key player that stood out for Alabama was Kobe Prentice, wide receiver number 6, coming down with 4 receptions, 74 receiving yards, and 1 touchdown. And also one more key player, even though he was on the opposite team, Kentucky, he definitely stood out. Raymond Jefferson, the running back, had 2 carries for 73 yards, rushing yards. Obviously, with only 2 carrying yards, that means Raymond Jefferson had 2 big carries that allowed him to get 73 yards put up on the board, which helped some of the points that Kentucky was able to get put up on the scoring board. Other than that, pretty much this was a dominant performance once by Alabama. Kentucky fell very short. With this guy, Raymond Jefferson, only having 2 carries for 73 yards, definitely I would highly suggest that Kentucky definitely consider giving Raymond Jefferson some more touches and carries in future games. But other than that, that's all the recap for this game.